So, this is a video for my 22nd birthday because I am 22. Thank you, thank you. It just so happened that I made a video for my 20th and 21st birthdays, and I figured maybe it'd be kind of fun, kind of funky, kind of fresh to make a video for every year in my 20s on my birthday. So I filmed this video when I turned 22, and now it's 9 months later, so I just wanted to stick that in there. I want to still do the tradition of a video every year of my 20s, and I agree with everything I said still, so I want to put it out into the world, even though it's super duper late. Yeah, basically I also just want to make sure you don't think I'm a Libra. It's like, I'm kidding. Don't come for me, Libras. And yeah, it's just my little disclaimer. So I thought it'd be kind of basic. I have a notebook here. That's why I'm looking down. Oh, so official. I thought it'd be kind of basic and do a 22 things I've learned by 22, because I feel like the last year of my life was just like exponential growth. Like, so much learning happened up here that I want to remember what I think I know at this moment in my life. So that's what I'm going to relay to you today. I'm on vacation. I'm in my room and I have dinner in an hour. So hopefully this will be good. It's gonna be pretty like straight to the point, not a lot of fluff, because I got places to be. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. I listed these in literally no specific order whatsoever, so I'm just gonna start. The first thing I've learned, not necessarily chronologically, but number one on my list, is you can't ignore the basics and expect to thrive in life. When it comes down to it, we are all just mammals walking around on our planet, evolving and stuff, and there are some basic necessities that our species needs, and I think we have forgotten most of them, or a lot of them are not even very accessible to the majority anymore, which is crazy. But people think they can still be okay without focusing on the necessities of survival, like eating healthy, clean food, moving our bodies, breathing fresh air, looking at nature, clean water, and a lot of it. Like, literal necessities of life. You gotta do them if you want your life in general to be thriving, okay? Number two is it's not always good to be alone for too long. This was a toughie, because I love to be alone, and I've been alone for a long time. A long time. I could be alone for so long, and I love my company, and I love being with myself. But I think, even going back to number one, like, interacting with other people is kind of a basic necessity, and even though it's not always what we want to do, it is so necessary for us and me and everyone, I think. I mean, like, I am truly quite the hermit, so like if I have learned this lesson, I feel like it's pretty applicable to everyone. But really, it's not good to be alone for too long. And everyone has a different point that's too long, but see other people. It won't always be awful. Number three, knowing is not enough. You need to practice. This should have been number one, because that is something you need to know with every lesson you learn. Knowing that you need the basic necessities to thrive, okay, that's really kind of unhelpful and pointless. You need to actually take action, practice on those. Knowing I need to meditate to live my best life and have a clear mind, and knowing that meditation feels amazing to me, great. Am I doing it? That's what matters. You gotta do it, okay? Number four, sometimes things aren't fun. That's life. But even the things that aren't the most fun, they're still doable. And based on who you are and your priorities can be necessary for a bigger picture. Okay, so not everything's fun, but it's all doable, and you can do it, and you will get through it, and it will be worth it. Number 5, I can do what I want right where I am. So last summer, I took a vacation. That wasn't really a vacation. It was like, I went with an idea in my head that I was going to learn so much, and I did learn a lot, but that I was also going to create so much, really like work on my art and things like that. And for some reason I thought I had to do that in a whole nother place that cost a lot of money to get to and be in. So what I learned from that is that I didn't need to go there to do what I want. I can do what I want right where I am. That might not be true for everyone, for everything, but most people can do what they want right where they are. They don't need to be waiting for a different place or a different time. Start now, do it here, you got it. Number 6, focus on the journey, okay? This is kind of basically the same lesson as stay present, because when you're focusing on the journey, you're in the present moment. You are in the journey. You're focused on it. You're zoned in, okay? You're not thinking about the end product, and you're not thinking about all the terrible mistakes you've made. You're in the present moment, focusing on the journey, and it's just a lesson that will reduce all mental conflict, or not all of it, but a lot of it. Be less anxious, you'll be more content with what you're doing, you'll be more motivated, and it really is the journey that actually matters, because that's your life. Your life is a journey, so focus on it. Number 7, accomplishments are pointless unless they're internalized. If you want to do something just to be able to post about it, or just to be able to say, I did this thing, and don't actually enjoy the process of the thing that you're posting and talking about, or learn a very valuable lesson from it, it's kind of pointless. It's very pointless, especially if it's not enjoyable. I hiked part of the Appalachian Trail with my father over the summer. Now, I love to hike, okay, so it wasn't just to say, oh, I've done this, but mainly it was to say, hey, I hiked the Maryland section of the Appalachian Trail, and let me tell you, it was not an enjoyable hike. And that just made me realize, like, what's the point? And I kept thinking, like, I gotta keep going, I gotta finish this, I gotta do it, but it's like, it's not an accomplishment if I do not gain something besides attention. You know what I mean? Number 8, show up and progress will come. Show up every day for whatever you want to do. Do a little bit every day. Just show up. It doesn't matter if it's crappy. Doesn't matter if you don't like what you're doing, or like you're enjoying it, but it doesn't matter if it's bad. Just show up and progress will come. Hard work always pays off. Maybe not how you want it to, maybe not how you were imagining or expecting it to, but hard work always pays off. Number 9, social media is not so good. I mean, there are good things about it, like staying in touch with people, communicating, finding inspiration, meeting people, yes, all those wonderful things, but it's also really bad, especially if you are on some sort of creative journey. Social media is just drilling us to compare ourselves, and comparison is the thief of joy. So don't cut off social media altogether and use it in a way that is beneficial to you. But I'd recommend not being on it all the time and taking intentional breaks from social media. Number 10, experiment and explore. It's not that serious, okay? People change. People grow, people learn. How do people learn? By experimenting and exploring. And if something changes in your life, if a person changes in your life, if you change in a way that you never expected, it's not that serious. In fact, it's better, okay? Experimentation and exploration is the main way to grow yourself and become a better person and experience new things and live your life. And it's not that serious. Change. Do it. Like, it's your life. It doesn't matter. Number 11, reflection is essential. My personal growth absolutely skyrocketed as soon as I started reflecting more seriously. For me, reflection is journaling and meditating. I've tried other things, but those are really what I think are best and work the best for me. So, reflection and reflecting on your experiences is the quickest way to learn, the quickest way to grow, and the quickest way, I think, to get to know yourself. And so I think it is an essential part of my life, and I think everyone would benefit from doing some personal reflection often. 12, sometimes you have to kill some babies. Okay? Not like that, not in like the murderous way, but starting over. When you're creating things and you love something so much, but it's just not right. It's just not right and you can't make it work at that moment. Sometimes it's better to just start over. Okay, for me, I like to make music. So like, if I have just this one clip that I just love so much that I want to sample or something like that, but it just can't work, it's gotta go or be put on a shelf for another time, okay? Don't waste time just zoning in on one specific thing that really isn't that important, and you can make something way better or just as good without it. You don't need the one thing that you're really in love with at that moment, and something better will come if you start over, probably. Number 13, motivation comes from dedication. Motivation comes from doing, not thinking about things, not waiting to be inspired, but once you start doing, once you start whatever you need motivation for, that will bring more motivation, okay? Take action, and then motivation will come, not the other way around. Number 14, your body is your friend. It's working for you and only you all day, every day. It loves you. You need to love it. Okay? Sometimes you might not like how you're looking a certain day, but you need to love your body. Again, that goes back to giving it the basic necessities it needs to thrive and live and take care of you, okay? It wants to be your friend. Be its friend. Help it out. Number 15, if you make yourself believe something, which you can do, it will start being true for you. And the main way to do that, I think, is by affirmations and visualization. So, I love my body. Going back to the last point. If you say that to yourself, if you make yourself believe I love my body by saying it to yourself and visualizing it, you will truly believe that and it will be true for you. So, I highly recommend affirmations. I love them. I think they can really change your mindset, and your mindset changes everything. 16 is to accept more/care less. Now, not necessarily accept people treating you badly and like let bad things happen to you, but if bad things do happen to you, accept that it happened, accept that it happened, and work with that. I think acceptance is part of non-attachment, and non-attachment is a part of living the happiest life that you can. Number 17, you can do anything. What the movies are telling you is true. You can do anything. But a big part of what the movies are telling you is not true, because most of those things are going to require some excruciating, gruesome amount of hard work. Okay? Things aren't just going to happen easily, but things can happen. Anything that you desire can happen for you, but you need to realize that it is not going to be easy. It'll be difficult, and you need to be prepared to face those difficult moments and hard work and dedicate yourself to whatever it is you want to do. Number 18 is to be like a child. I think children are the most pure, amazing beings, and starting things with that childlike wonder and awe and just living your life with that curious mind will change your life. Okay, I think looking at things with curiosity and starting projects with just wonder is the best way to go about living, because everything is really, really freaking magical. Like, mind-blowingly, like, scientific, but, like, magic. Like, when you look at it like that, when you look at it like a child, like, your whole life just becomes exciting and fun. The fact that I am alive, like, this sweatshirt is made of little vibrating molecules, like, that's magic. I mean, there's a scientific term for it, but, like, that's magic, and your whole life will become more magical the more you look at it like a child. Number 19, readers are leaders. Read books, read a lot of books. I think I've learned the most things from reading. I think reading is so important. I love to read because I love to learn, and truly, reading will just make you more articulate, increase your vocabulary, teach you new things, give you new perspectives. Like, it's so good. Readers are leaders. Pick up a book. Number 20 is that there's never too much love. You can never give too much love to yourself, to other people, to other species, to other things. Everybody just wants love. Everyone just wants love. Don't be afraid to give it. Be vulnerable, give people love, show people love, let yourself receive love. Love is the best emotion in the world. It is the highest frequency you can be in, and it can never be enough. Just love, 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 love. Number 21 is to notice when you feel bad and ask why. Meditation will help you realize when you're feeling certain things, so I would recommend that too. But if you're feeling a negative emotion, once you notice it, and just be more mindful about it, ask yourself why. What is causing this negative emotion? Because knowing why for basically everything is the best way to address it. When you know why you feel upset and you know what causes that feeling, you can really then start to work on yourself and how you deal with situations like that, and also situations like that, whatever's causing you to feel negatively. And if after you ask why you realize it's like something you can't control, like really bad weather or something like that, I mean, not everyone thinks this way, I know, and it's difficult, but like what I think is, like, if I'm walking through just like the worst, coldest wind ever and I'm just like hating life, I'm just like, whoa, like I'm even alive to experience negative emotions. That's amazing. That's amazing. And like I said, like I think this way because I think like a child, like that's magical. Like coldness, like darkness, like what? I'm alive to experience those things. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. And enjoying the journey is also part of that. Like life is a roller coaster. It's literally going to throw everything at you. And like you're alive to experience all of those emotions, and it's so cool and amazing. And when you know that there's another side and things can be good and happy and fun, and they will be, you trust that, then it becomes something that's much easier to deal with. And if it is something you can change, work on changing it. And number 22 is to trust. Trust yourself. Trust in life or whatever power you might believe in, if any. Know that, like I said, life is a roller coaster and you will experience a lot of different things, but it is all going to take you exactly where you need to be, and you are exactly where you need to be right now to go exactly where you want to go. It's said so often, but everything happens for a reason. And I've really come to believe that this last year, and I trust in the universe. Like, I trust that I am on the right journey, and I'm focused on that journey. And those are the 22 things that I learned by this age of 22. We'll see if any of them change over the years, or if I just get to add more lessons. Maybe both. If you have learned maybe the opposite of one of these lessons, share it down below. Or if you really love one of these things, or I taught you something from this, you could leave that down below. Or if you've learned something totally different, let me know. Share the knowledge. I'd love to know. Help me out. Yeah, I hope you're having a fabulous day and a fabulous January and year whenever you watch this. I love you. And I love you. Never too much love. I love you. I hope you felt that. Bye.